It's Wednesday morning, January the 25th, 2023, and it's a pleasure to be able to share some thoughts with you from the scriptures today. The Bible is a constant source of spiritual challenge and encouragement, and it's good for us to spend time in God's Word every day. I'm Pastor Mike Custer, and I'm the pastor at Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and we're going to read this morning Psalm 3:7. Psalm 3:7 says, "Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone, thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly." Arise, O Lord, and save me, O my God. And he talks about God taking care of and dealing with those who would seek to harm him, those who would seek to negate his work for Christ, for the Lord. He said, "Save me, arise, O Lord, save me, O my God." And he talks about God smiting his enemies on the cheekbone and breaking the teeth of the ungodly. And this seems to be a physical retribution that David is describing here in Psalm 3:7. But there are a lot of ways that God can stop those who would trouble the saints and cause them to be nullified in their efforts for God's glory. And God will protect his own. This is a promise that we find over and over again in the scriptures, that God will protect and provide for his own people. You know what? Sometimes it seems like he's not. It seems like sometimes God is not hearing and answering. But he has a purpose, he has a plan, and somebody has said that when God answers prayer, he does so for his honor and glory. And if we have a request that doesn't line up with that purpose as well, God may not answer right away. If his honor and glory are at stake, he will eventually answer, and he'll choose the most opportune time to step in and meet the need of his child, of his people. He will hear and answer their prayer, but it won't be according to their own personal desires or whims. Typically, it will be according to God's all-wise responsiveness and his wisdom and truth and his desire to bring honor and glory to himself. Just trust him. Just honor the Lord. He will be there. Job 13:15 is where Job said, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him." And it seems like he came awfully close to death. He came awfully close to despair before God stepped in and reversed the situation that would benefit Job. And be aware of the fact that God sometimes does this. He doesn't respond to us according to our desires. In most cases, he does what he knows is right and best. There are sometimes when God's people look back and say, wow, it's a good thing God didn't answer my prayer just as I prayed it back then. And we trust to his wisdom as well as we trust to his love, mercy, and power. God help you not to lose patience with waiting for God to give the answer according to his wisdom. God help you to trust him enough to realize that he's going to do what's best and what's right. God bless you today.